guys, how are you? My name is Veronica.
Hi, Veronica.
Hi, Veronica. It's a dope shirt you're wearing.
I
You-
thank you. And it's a new era of these studios. What has changed?
Oh,
Well,
starting off big.
yeah. Well, I mean, my brother James and Peter Safran are sort of taking the keys to the car and are I think they took it from the direction it was going and they made a left and and now we're seeing where they're taking it next. But it's certainly it has been fun being a part of it.
Your voice for this series. How do you work?
With this particular character, Nina Mazursky, our voices are very similar. She's often in distress, as I am in real life. So it just sort of lends itself. I just felt a real affinity for Nina. So, but you had to do some transformation.
Yeah. I'm concerned though that you're often in distress.
I
but
know, I've
we
got to
can
meditate.
get into that later. I was reprising the Weasel, so that was a character I'd worked on before, and I literally, not that it took any sort of, deep Stanislavski training or anything like that, but I did watch some YouTube videos of of actual weasels to get a sense of what they sound like, of what their of what their like chirps and squawks and things sound like. So that was there. And then for GI Robot, I wanted to I wanted to stay away from some of the old robot tropes and I listened to some old newsreels from World War II and just kind of tried to find the character's voice in there. Unfortunately, I get to talk to my brother James, a fair amount leading up to production. He'll talk to me about the show and what he has in mind, so I can bounce things off of him. And for GI in particular, I was sort of would share with him where I was trying to find the voice and see what he thought.
That is so cool. I know this is not a new thing for everyone, but that you guys get to, I mean, that's the dream. I have
Yeah.
a sister and we work together sometimes, and it's like the the best thing in life.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So,
Yeah, so cool. And what did you know about the original comic book series? And what was it about this project caught your attention?
Oh, I mean, I was coming to this universe as a newbie, but I knew that I was very excited about James Gunn going to DC and this being his first foray into animation and his first projects with DC. And then, when I to work with all these actors is so exciting. And especially on this project where we get to go so deeply into each character's origin story. Yeah, sign me up. It was cool that it's a lesser known story out there. So I felt like we could all kind of create it together.
Yeah, I had never heard of the comic book series until my brother brought it up. But that's often how I hear about it. He's the comic book guy, and he knows everything about every comic book ever, pretty much. And I just get whatever he kind of drops on the ground in his wake. I'm like, oh, what is this? And he said, yeah, I'm doing this thing, Creature Commandos. And he's like, I'm like, what is that? And he pointed it. He told me about it, and then I read the scripts, and the scripts were really. I was like, damn, this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and only the last question is, what do you think fans will like most about this series? And what was the first comics you remember reading?
We've been talking about, not only is this series so fun and new and fresh, like the music is just incredible. Like I cannot wait to just play that's the soundtrack on loop. But there is a lot of heart, and I was surprised by how compelling all of the relationships are and these characters. And yeah, I think fans will have a really fun time caring about these characters.
Yeah, I love the music too, and I just think it's really fresh. It's a unique series. There's not a lot like this on television, and something that's an animated series with really just beautiful animation.
Mm.
That's just like they did such a great job of putting animation together. And it's a, show for adults that's an animated series, which is really great.
I've never seen animated sex before.
Yeah, there you go.
Was hot?
Yeah, it was hot.
It was hot?
It was hot. Oh, the first comic book question, I'm not sure. Probably Batman. But again, probably something I found on the floor of my brother's bedroom when he was gone.
I've never read a comic.
There you go.
Oh, Archie and Veronica, but that's
Nice.
not, yeah. I mean,
That
that's
counts.
a different
That
world,
counts.
different world. We're
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, and see you at the panel today. Bye bye.